corner. Barreling down, it is like a roller coaster, as we were saying in the earlier qualifying sessions, although he's really backed out of it. He's bailed on the lap. So maybe he knew that he's done a track limit somewhere.
But very likely coming straight into the pits, and here is the Japanese superstar Juju Noda, who has come in, obviously competed in the likes of W Series, and has really sparked a high demand for female drivers in racing, and the Euroformula has certainly pushed for that. This is our 10th female driver here in the series, and Juju Noda, who's now going to look to add her name to the timing sheets, currently sitting in P5, but showing improvements here in the first and second sector, as she now makes her way down the straight now. Is this going to be a super lap from Juju Noda? An improvement, to say the least. 39.739, places her 5th fastest, and 2nd in the rookie classification, just behind Jakob Bergmeister in this stint, with 15 minutes and 20 to go.
10th woman in the championship, as you mentioned, George, daughter of Hideki Noda, of course, former F1 and IndyCar driver, and Juju there showing how international, how global this championship really is. We have drivers from all across Europe, but also from Asia and, of course, North America as well.
Yeah, absolutely right indeed. It comes from all across the globe, a full-on European series that, of course, goes racing at some of the very best circuits you'll ever see in single-seater racing too. Here is Noel Leon, fresh off the back. The Mexican, competing in Freca last season, has now come across to almost take an identical line to Ollie Goethe, who became our champion last season, and he'll now venture down through towards turn 1. Currently sitting 5th fastest, Juju Noda, but we'll certainly see if Noel Leon can enlist his first competitive lap, certainly of this session. Currently sat 9th, and he'll be looking to uplift from there.
North and Central American F4 champion in 2020, US F4 champion in 2021, won that title in front of the F1 paddock at the US Grand Prix. So he's certainly coming into this championship with some pretty serious credentials.
He is absolutely right indeed, and as I said, almost taken the Goethe route, I'm going to start calling it, I think, in terms of coming back to the Euroformula Open Championship, effectively laying himself hopefully in contention with a rise in Formula 3. A lot of these drivers are going to get their young careers off the ground, and Euroformula has proven, tried and tested, that it can certainly aid drivers' careers and help them pursue for essentially spots in Formula 1. You can't forget the heritage that this championship has certainly had, obviously with the likes of Carlos Sainz competing, Yuki Tsunoda, not to mention Jack Doohan, as well as Liam Lawson, as well as Felipe Drugovich. Such a high-class, distinguished number of names that have competed under the Euroformula banner, and certainly under the GT Sport organisation, and certainly the drivers that we have here currently listed on our timing screens, all looking to fledge themselves similar careers, as now we see Noel Leon make his way through the final sector. Now, what time is he going to enlist? Obviously working hard to try and get his car to the top as he now rounds this next right, and he'll deep down into the Gulf corner out of Sagre, and then head up towards the line now. A very long straight very shortly, as he now ventures down to the start-finish line and the straight. 8th fastest of 44.766. Might just be getting himself used to the circuit. Does take a couple of installation laps before he gets started.
Yeah, that was his first lap of the session, I think. So definitely just going to need a couple of laps to get up to the speed that Trillian and Shields has been producing so far. Just a reminder, if this is your first time watching the Euroformula Open, this qualifying session will set the grid for the first race, which we will see a little later today, and then it is 2 top 6 reverse grid races, one based on the race run result, and then the second based on the qualifying result.
Yeah, I'll tell you now, the top 3 currently within a second. You've got Cian Shields in second as well.
And for Cian Shields as well, like, he's only in his 2nd season of single-seater racing and jumped straight into GB3 last year. I mean, before that, he was in the iArmy Euro Series in go-kart, so heck of a jump that he's made there, and was able to win a race in the GB3 last year. Exactly. So he's on a very rapid route up the racing ladder.
Yeah, he certainly is that. 13th in the championship last year in GB3, looking to try and boost his career too. But here's now Noel Leon looking to obviously set perhaps a better benchmark than what he did on the previous run. But it does take time, as I said, to get used to this circuit, a roller coaster track of sorts here at Portimao. It certainly offers the drivers plenty of challenges. Watch Noel Leon make his way, certainly making his way down this next straight. So easy to, as we saw from the GT Cup Open qualifying earlier on, very easy to step outside the white lines And now up towards the line. Now comes Noel Leone. What's he going to enlist this time? Is this going to be a rapid improvement? It is an improvement. P7 with a 140.691, but I'm sure he'll want more than that.
And of course, for the man from Monterrey in Mexico, only his second season racing in Europe, so a lot of the track's still quite unfamiliar to him. But look at Tim Tramnitz here, 3/10 up on the provisional pole time set by Enzo Trilli in that number 77 car, the German, starting to up the pace.
Yeah, one of the shock signings as well in recent days, obviously. Oh, very wide, as we now see him make his way down through towards this next lap, putting absolutely everything into this lap. Purple in the first sector, but how much time has that cost him in the middle sector as now the German makes his way through this next riding? Indeed, he has lost quite a considerable amount of time. He's still on an improver, obviously, but still, he would have wanted a purple run, and now he's obviously going to have to get himself set to go again. But Tim Tramnitz, as I said, Frecker last season, of course, representing all over the place, really. ADAC F4 2021 with 5 wins, 5 poles, 9 podiums. Italian F4 with 4 wins, 2 poles and 9 podiums. ADAC F4 in 2021 as well, and Italian F4 in 2021. This is an experienced driver at such a young age, and dramatically came to Euroformula as a last-minute signing for Motorpark.
Didn't he also just come off the back of the Formula E rookie test with Cooper as well, if I remember rightly?
He did, and do you know what? It's only in recent days. We only heard the announcement earlier on last week, but officially part of the Crypto Tower racing team, and now looking to try and lift his championship hopes. Obviously setting the pace here at this stage in our position, well, currently showing in position 4. Noel Leone going fastest now as well, 38.406. That was the time he was looking for. Purple in the first sector as well for Noel Leone. Bryce Aaron going 3rd fastest as well with a 1:39 flat. So the times are starting to come in thick and fast. Now, have a look at that. Top 5 all within a second.
Yeah, superb stuff, really competitive in the opening stages. Still 10 minutes to run, of course, in this qualifying session. And here, Tim Tramnitz, did he just get held up a little bit there by Juju Noda?